All right. Let's get to it. I say as the game immediately then kicks me out. But why? I'm gonna buy like a Bronzy to make sure I'm fine. I don't know. No one has access to my account, so fucking beats me. Maybe I did something on hot details I forgot. All right. Seems like we're fine. I'm fucking desperate for mod space right now, so maybe it was just hot details. Oh well. Weird. Yeah, we basically get to try everything against every team. Is it weird that I actually just want to do Nisus first? This is not that much defense, but they do have the effect. So I'm actually a little bit nervous about this solely because I've never actually dropped to this yet. And I've always kind of lucked out against this, that I don't think I've achieved the full experience of pressure of what should be possible here. So I'm due for a rough one at some point, but for now, I'm gonna just hit this shit. Alright. Correct red hooded woman. Check. %68 potency. Okay. What kind of heat are you slinging here? A fair bit. 278, you say? What do I have to say to that? That's actually a pretty ideal combo here, because health still works in favor of deaths, but Marin should not be getting any deaths landed on her, so we 100% would not mind the stack combo. Next best, pretty shit. Okay, do we ever have to be worried about this being too much tenacity for Tals and Asajj? Probably not. Yeah, I don't think so. And you should just be like, yeah. She should just be airtight. Alright. So our main issue here is that we should time out on Jabba unless we can specifically get Asajj back alive at the moment that we're trying to go infinite, which means we also need to make sure that Talzin, anytime that we cycle back to Talzin, we need Talzin to get back dead, and also to keep fishing to try to get Asajj back alive. It's happened like effortlessly every single time so far. That's not how it should be. There should be matches where I'm like struggling to find it, so that's why I'm a little bit nervous here. We kind of need this to work. Normally I do Dispel first. Would it be greedy to just go for an AoE? Well, Jabba didn't get it anyway. Now I'm starting to wonder if I need to have potency on Asajj. We are getting resisted. That does not bode favorably. We landed a debuff, so it should be possible. No shock, thank God. Very odd match. I might just try to hit this shot then. Honestly, if we can't land anything on Jabba anyway, then we don't actually care about the percent regen resist regardless. Maybe we just go the opposite route. He lived 23 plague? What the fuck do you mean? This man is playing with grit. We did get it finally. Why did he lose it? Ah, fuck, whatever. Asana should be actually pretty stacked damage-wise. Holy fuck, she is cleaving. You're gonna need a little bit more health regen than that, my guy. Wait, this is kind of cracked. Should I have just been trying to do this more often? I mean, probably not, but like... What the hell? That's the fastest Jabba kill ever. We spent like a minute dicking around. I mean, what the fuck do we even think off of that? Like, the nightmare scenario is, I guess, what is the nightmare scenario there? The nightmare scenario there, I guess, is Jabba doesn't have tenacity, so maybe he gets healing, but, like, frankly, 45k is going to be more than 2% of Jabba health regen per turn, so I think we're still plus on it, right? Like, to be clear, though, every single time that we, like, did we even hit Talzin revive once? That was kind of insane luck on our part, right? Is the Mirren revive deterministic? I don't think it is. Sure fucking felt like it. Yeah, revives a random Nisus or ally with 50% health. Yeah, so like you would expect sometimes that like we would revive Tals and then have to just let Jabba play for a bit, which would feel worse. That I don't think you would ever just like willingly do that, but that I didn't mind it. Right? It's alright. We should do SLK first. We should eat our veggies. What? I clicked over here. What do you mean? Yep, you got the lap. I wonder if SLK lapping ever actually matters on the outcome. Like, obviously it matters for cooldown pulling, but I wonder if that ever affects the actual match. Alright, so for those of you... Wait, this is the wrong matchup. I don't know why I'm talking... It's because that's where my mind is. Fuck. Disregard all prior vamping. AoE first, right? I guess it does also impact that SLK is on basic into poke first, which might be well, it's less buffs for sweep, but I don't know. I mean, this gives us Siphon. Oh, it does also create some buffs because of hitting crew, as long as it is crew. Hit crew. But right now, she doesn't have advantage. If we hit crew, we possibly give her crit immunity for the Bane AoE, which we probably don't want to do. I'm thinking here. I don't know that we actually want to aim at her, right? Because we don't want to lower her health ratio. I don't really like her having the protection regen though. We get feared. We get unfeared. Didn't think so. Alright, I think we just lose the die, huh? What's our out here? We had shock on us. How are we taunting? What the fuck? I am not complaining. Just to be completely clear. But what? Why won't you get executed? Oh, now you feel like doing it. We might have lost too much accuracy. Just kidding. This matchup just continues to be a fucking enigma, man. I have an easier time predicting fantasy football than this fucking matchup. What the fuck do you mean? How do we retaunt when shock is on? Is it an end of turn check after shock expires or something? It's a lock shock too. It's not even like, oh, you forgot about like the spell clause, which I'm pretty sure I didn't. Alright, now the actual thing. So, I tried to demo this at the start of the week. It didn't look great, but there was a key factor that I didn't realize until the end of the stream. Ahsoka only lives because we missed a crit. And technically, if it was a Hermidodicron, then I would tell you, because of my modding for this week that we can fix for next week, we would have a 10% chance to miss crit on each character. By some fucking incredible twist of fate, they did not post Hermidodicron, but they posted a cron that's basically Hermidodicron, but without the crit avoidance. It has 80% health like Hermidodicron, and it has the shielding like Hermidodicron. So we more or less just get to play it. And yeah, I think this should just work. I think this should just crush. I think this counter will be fine as long as you're built correctly. I guess we'll see. For posterity's sake, 3 health primary defense set instead of health set. Three health primary health set. Okay. R9 on both. We remembered to bless on Morgan. Insane gameplay. I guess if it's a particularly slow cat, that could actually also cause a loss, right? I don't think about that. Kind of funny. Yeah. As advertised. So you need an R9 Spirit now? I don't think R9 is necessarily a requirement. Just make his mods good. Use Wampacron. If you really want. I mean, we did, what, 428k? Like, there's a whole lot of wiggle room between what I'm putting up right now. Like, I'm pretty sure I have one of the best spirits of the game right now. There's plenty of wiggle room between that and what the average Ezra is going to represent health-wise. Or I guess Ahsoka, too. But yeah. Pretty much as expected. We are... Well, I shouldn't have fucking said it. We almost came out of this with the 57. Is there any way to try to earn it back? Or are we just one-shotting him right now? Oh! 57. I did 428k. Yours was doing 375k at R7. Okay. I mean, mine is also crit damage set. Like, the conversations are coming back up again of offense set versus CD set. I was under the impression that, like, you know, I had heard the conversation of it being seesawed in the past, and I thought that was true. I had been convinced that that was not actually true, but I don't have proof of that, and apparently it's going back to is true, so maybe offense set is somehow superior for how much extra CD you have, but you also have 100% extra offense in the Crown, too, so I don't know, man. 50% extra offense for 100% crit damage, or 42 extra crit damage for 100% extra offense, plus Spirit gets extra offense on Unique on top. I feel like it would be CD favored, but I'm not a math magician. I feel like I should do this one last, maybe. Because couldn't we technically maul here if need be? I don't know if maul, but we should just eat our veggies, huh? Do I even try Amidala? I feel like I'm supposed to just... I mean, we should do BKM first then, I guess. Alright, so this is the $1 million question. I don't know, man. I'm vaguely curious about IG pause, but this is where I started. I think I'm supposed to just continue here. Defensive crit damage. Ten stacks of heat AoE days. I mean, IG pause does bring the double AoE days. That's not nothing. It is offense stack plus 90% crit damage. Banking on heal immunity from Bam. No. I just don't think it's that integral. Like, half the time or more than half the time, he's going to be immune to healing immunity anyway. Plus, IG-12 is not going to be counterattacking that much anyway. If he is, then you have to worry about him. Well, I guess you have Roller Crown Assist. Never seen this fail to kill before then. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that BKM can't lose. Thank God. I was worried. Post in chat next week. Well, it finally happened. On Rollercron, it's just kill all of you instantly or die. Are you saying that you're winning those without Rollercron? The reason why I'm considering Bam here over IG-12 is because Bam does approximately 400,000 true damage. We could try IG-Pause. Fuck, man, I don't know. I don't know why I second guess this shit so much. Pause BK, or Pause Bam was the plan. Even despite him being so low, he still targeted BKM over himself. Fucking wild. We do not have 10 heat yet, and I do want the days. I guess we could try to, like, stagger the days? Or should we just push damage? I guess we just push damage. Yep, I mean, just all of us did. Classic. Yeah, why do I let myself get baited? You never run pause over BAM. Oh, pause was not on the chopping block, to be extremely clear. Let me be vitally clear on that aspect. It was between IG-12 or BAM. And I'm pretty sure BAM is correct to just finish the fight. Is he really supposed to be more damage? It's not about damage. It's about the fact that if you just happen to get your sides melted, it's dog shit. How much more offense do we pump into BKM to close out the red health LV? You don't. You pump offense into pause. You pump speed into BKM. If you don't have to worry about a BAM turn order, you would just make BKM turbo. You would get more turns off, and you would kill them faster. It's like magic. I don't give a fuck about 5,000 extra damage. It's very, very simple. Man, they have so much defense. I feel like we can't care that much about the light side bonus. I think we are just obligated to hit this shit. That's technically the secret, unfortunately. Well, what does Ahsoka have? That might require it. Why am I Mandalorian? Oh, because I was thinking about Mandos against Ahsoka. I mean, this health is roughly good enough anyway, to be honest. Maybe it's just fun. So we have to do Barris first, right? Isn't that how it went last time? I don't want to dispel her, but I do want to re-up the speed up. Maybe we just push it on Ben. Gets Poutium as well. I remember we need the POW middle for the days plus TMR. No days. Don't actually love that he hit that kill shot. If the CIA helps us pick up lock, that would be lovely. Maybe we should try to maintain it. She might pick up Whirlwinds. Well, she definitely has it now. Surely we are tanky enough. Actually, we were. Thank God for bulk mods. Fuck, I really wanted that to hit. We could have gotten kill shot if we did. Now it doesn't matter. Definitely impressive that we weathered that storm, though. Cool. If I had the LV threshold and didn't have the heal immune, that fight wouldn't have even looked vaguely close. I don't know. The problem is, like, IG 12 is trying to make it a sustained fight where, like, I don't know, man. Just slam bam. Like, if you get back to a second set of bam birds, aren't you just kind of happy and chilling anyway? We did Oppo first. A little bit nervous about the 90% crit damage. Oppo out. I need to remember that we can just pick him up. Convenient timing. Annoying ability block, I guess, but oh, I really wanted that. Fuck, man. We just need CX access. Okay, that Daze is kind of fucking awful for us, isn't it? We might cook it on doubts here if I'm not careful. I'm not entirely sure why Hermidota didn't just die to dots there, but I'm not complaining. Alright. Protection, I keep on forgetting it's on background. I'm not used to using it on offense. Yeah, that would be why. Thank goodness for that. I mean, we probably win even without Hermidota, but it would have made JKL's situation a lot more dire because he can't really lifesteal that much. It's okay, man. Surely Sabine can just do it the chirp though, right? How did she do so little damage? I know she's linked, but man, the man's not even modded. Alright. I guess. Anyway, perish now, please. I'm really hoping Sad being alive here does not actively cause a timeout. Like, it wouldn't be a bad cleanup, but on principle. They might cook him out on protection or damage over time. It is also a little bit convenient that Wad lived. Which, like, I didn't know if he was deceived at the time of ults. Like, if he only got one shock hit, we kind of expect that. For Dyke Surters. Alright. We should be set. Dude, so many fights today are taking so long, actually. It's kind of nuts. I maybe should have done a basic there. Yeah. Takes the same amount of time to get her to 1 HP. I just don't want to use JKR that much. It just feels like a bug or exploit. I don't know. It feels like it ought to be removed from the game, and so I don't want to become dependent on it. Alright. My prize is a Leia. I see. I don't know if I have anything for that. Oh. Well, but he doesn't have the thing. Suddenly this is an efficiency match, almost. Maybe we try to break it apart multi? What else is there? Tuscans actually possibly are a bit annoying for me as well. This very well could just be like, yeah, you got a cooldown pull, think it through type shit. We are going to return to this. Yeah, but I watched that fight back last time, and I think it is like crucially, I got Deathmark at the same time that GI got Torture and double outs me. That I think if I just wait out Torture before killing, I think it's fine. There, to be fair, this also might go way worse than last time, just because I didn't get that many basics on my crosshair. Would cycling heal would Deathmark her, right? But would it Deathmark cross her? I don't imagine so. That is different and annoying. It's just gonna bounce back and forth again. Weird. Why are we barely lifestealing? Alright. Maybe not so real. Fair enough. Maybe? It'll be so awful. Surely we just do not get true damaged. Let's just keep removing her Terminator to keep her dazed. That can't feel too bad, right? Why decleanse? Why in the fuck? Am I keeping that? I might just keep that. I almost need to do like an actual head count. Like time is. There's been so many long fights and cleanups today, man. Gas, Malgus, Afra, Gungans, Maul, JKR, GG, Sealus, Arkin, Ipimara, Enoch. I guess Bad Batch is on the lists. Though I'm not sure it strikes me as safe against this. Of course he's on AoE opener. Why wouldn't he be? Alright. Man, I just need to like reset button, I think. This is a very tanky Luthen. The days on 5s is actually suboptimal too. Again, very tanky man. Nice to see a proper Luthen for once. Oh, certifiable difference. Yeah, the ISC counterattacks really are going to be a problem. Fuck, man. This sucks. No shocks applied. I think I lose this. Thank God Zalbar tanked it. Shoots firsts is not real. Of course. Why would I think it is? Whatever. I feel like we could have done way more damage if we did it. Just immediately lose Hondo off of a bug bonus turn, but what are you gonna do? Temple Guard here is interesting. Although, wait, why the fuck are you here? I gotta look at my defense. What the hell? I don't know, man. I think I'm cooked today. I think too many fights just dragged. I should not be giving her counterattacks. Whatever. We might be able to make it on time, but this is going to be close. We just need to choose the violent options, basically. Okay. It is Nikron. Fuck, dude. I feel basically locked out of using Gara ISC because of the fucking bug. I don't think I can do it. Hopefully. I shouldn't have done that basic. That's gonna backfire. Now we just slammed this shit. That's a little bit wasteful time wise. I don't think I have time to think. I think I just have to slam this shit. Alright. I probably don't have enough banners without this Hosking kill, and with how much it drags slow today, I think I will end up losing on time. Saved a little bit of time by skipping the reinforced block. There's a world where maybe I should just start using resistance against these scenarios. Well, I took a gamble and got punished. That will probably bode poorly for me. Finally, some decent RNG. Alright. I believe we lose on banners, but I haven't actually done any math regarding the matter. Where the fuck is the boy? Yeah. That sucks. We would have won with more time. Oh well. The consequences of shit need to be ironed out. Brutal. I don't know, man. I think we still have to keep going on BKM, but like the fact that it had a 90% crit damage run to me is like, I think scarier than if they had bulk right now. This shit also sucked. I don't know, like, I feel like we lost more time here than on BKM. I'll have to look at Crosshair's months for next week. Like, I don't know if there's any way that we could, like, try to tilt it in our favor, but also just the way, like, the taunts bouncing wasn't a single issue the first time we tried it, but it was just, like, straight unplayable here. That, like, I don't know. That shit almost wasn't even worth trying. We went through 5 separate battles. I don't know. I'll probably just try to give myself more time next week. But, I mean, JK or Cal would have cleared this, like, easily would have had the win with, like, 3 more minutes. Sucks, but happens. Shout out to Sincere for holding the line. So what? We had 22 banners off of a lead, even with one less team kills. We did alright for ourselves. Yeah, shout out to Trey. She did well. I don't know. I guess also technically, like, what, maybe doing JKR and not having C somewhere else could have saved me time and blah, blah, blah. JV non-revives about a 20-second fight. I don't know what you're talking about. JV against Inquisitors? Yeah, but like I'm pretty sure we can't post more. Like I can't post Bad Batch in that slot and it'll just be a worse defense, I'm pretty sure. Bad Batch just dies to so much easy shit. So long as like someone could just like, yeah, I'm just gonna use Jedi Knight Revan and then mark Crosshair immediately. It's like, brother, what are we even talking about? Why even bother posting them? Right. I assume you're talking about JV non-reviving against Inquis. But like, there's nothing better to post there instead. And believe me, I hate my front wall. But like, where do you go? What's the bottom team on that wall? It's trash. It's all trash. Even Inquisitors, I would say, is trash. But like, where do you go? I guess the moment that we can trust BKM, maybe Amidala can go back on defense. Like, it was a by mistake that she's even on offense at the moment anyway, but like, so far she's been a lifesaver because BKM can't hold up her fucking end of the bargain. I mean, let me see. It's Pirates. Yeah, I told you it was shit. How much crit chance does... I mean, wait. Aren't units like Oppo like dog shit crit chance? Do they apply vulnerable at all? Like, shouldn't the Kron... I doubt most people have their Oppo like crit chance modded to 100%, so shouldn't the Rolocron just like stop that from critting, period? This is solely just offense plus % health damage. Unless there's a vulnerable I'm forgetting. Not found. Critical chance. Nope. Does LV give crit chance that I'm forgetting? Oh, advantage gen isn't just for the support that gets called to assist though. Or is it on the basic for whoever? No, it's the Nightfall Trooper. And then when Nightfall Trooper does special, it's to Oppo and Nightfall. Okay, so CA Yes, yeah. I mean, advantage is 200, but they have their base, and it's like we're representing 135. Yeah, it's not really. It's close to being a conversation, but not really. Hmm. Right now, BKM and Grogu are at plus 140s. Pauses at plus 113. I feel like we could just slam that up. I mean, we might as well just watch it. Although it's going to be a pain in the ass to try to get it set up on both. He crit us. No, he probably had crit from the Oppo turn, right? No, but that's on Oppo's second special. Okay, CX2 special does do vulnerable. Yeah, this is the exact same complaint that I have about BAM. When you use IG-12 BAM. It's like, okay, we are 10 seconds into the fight. This is a protection modded IG-12. Right? We are modding against what the fuck it's called. Dramatic entrance. And this man is almost dead. And we had a pre-taunt to start. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to sit here and have people tell me, like, oh yeah, just lean in on the health? What, so you DI for one turn and then just hold that shit for the rest of the match? Also, this shit's so weird to me. So I targeted, so this is supposed to be whoever you target plus weakest, right? Or is it strongest? Did I just screw that up? I thought it was weakest. Yeah, it's weakest. So you're telling me that a protection modded dude? How? How the fuck is he not the cleanse there? Oh, I also kind of screwed up here, I think. Like, this should have just been a middle, maybe. Also, did I maybe screw up by, well... No, the perma dot would have happened when BKM went, even if I didn't do it with IG-12. Okay, positive speed just matters a ton. We're pretty much never going to get turn meter here. The man needs to be higher than 270. The buff immunity also stopped pause from getting speed up. I don't know, man. I'm seriously just half a mind to be like, why don't we just slam OG Bow in the third slot? Like, how much of this gets solved so easily if we just have a lot of protection plus protection regen? I feel like we're just cooking out on dots. Like, it's fucking Rollercron. We got mass assist. Why wouldn't we take the assist woman? Here. Also, let's do the spot check. Let's see. Okay. We got 10 BKM assists. So that would have been, if I wanted BKM for damage, that would have been 50,000. Do we think LV? Yeah, I don't think that's enough. But also, like, if we run the fight back, if we just have protection regen, how the fuck do we lose? I guess we just need to make sure that we have cleanses to, like, stop heal immunity. Like, all of a sudden, I feel like IG-12 starts to look a lot better if you put OG Bow there. Like, the worst thing you can say about OG Bow traditionally is that her turns are super low impact, but we have Rollercron. So her turns are plenty of fine impacts. So what the fuck do we give a shit? I think that might be my angle for week 3. This is literally just a health and protection problem. Like, traditionally, I would say that Ojibo is a low slot efficiency character, but, like, the one thing she brings is the one thing that, like, literally defines every single loss that we've had. The only concern I would have at that point, I guess, is just making sure that we can keep getting cleansed. Like, what does it even look like? It feels so very maximize opening burst and go next, and that's BAM plus IG. That's not BAM plus IG, though. That's BAM plus pause. If you're trying to maximize opening burst. I've lost that fight with BAM IG. Bane's lost that fight with BAM IG. It's not consistent. I appreciate that you haven't lost with it yet, but other people are losing. People who hard swear by BKM are losing. So, like, what the fuck are we talking about here? You have to look at the problem as it existed, not as it has existed for you. I mean, honestly, is it, like, what's LVU's potency? Although, do they have much tenacity down? I don't think they do, right? What if it's just tenacity to push off LVE? Heal immunity. Just go tenacity, protection, defense. You're watching pause not do the damage. How is BKM BAM pause not the highest damage version of the squad? You lost it, but no Rolocron? Like, you didn't mention that. Where did you put it? On defense? Isn't the loss expected with that Rolocron? Okay, we can realistically say that BAM's damage output beyond Whistling Birds is negligible. So let's count it. Okay, I got it. I wasn't actually counting. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's... Some of them weren't 2,000, but for the ease of access, I'll just say... It's what, 20,000 per? So... I'll say 270, 280,000 true damage. Okay. You're meaning to tell me that if you run IG-12 instead of pause, IG-12 is going to contribute 270, 280,000 damage? Like, you're running in for the heal immunity. BAM already provides healing immunity, and frankly, this matchup seems not above 85% anyway. So BAM puts you on a 15% RNG risk, but, like, that seems like better odds than what the squad's doing right now. Pause just didn't do that amount. It's not BKM, or it's not pause versus BAM. I'm saying you run both to do more damage. You're not hearing me. You're saying, well, it seems like you would want to do all the upfront damage. And I'm saying, yeah, which is why I would want to run all the upfront damage. And you're like, but that's not it. I'm like, what the fuck? do you mean? Yeah, no clue when the heal immunity lands versus birds during birds. If you whiff it rip, but motherfucker, the squad's going rip anyway. The if doesn't matter anymore. If we can make it consistent, then yeah, of course he would care about it. But like, it's just not happening. Beskar. Also, we can look for cleanse sources while we're at it. Can we just do it here? What was it doing? Oh. I always want to look at view upgrades. Isn't that what the mechanics one used to be? Yeah, it does heal me first. Yeah. Preferably, I would not want to use an 85% counter, but like, that's why I said I don't want to keep running this shit anyway to begin with. Like, realistically, I don't think that IG-12 Ojibo has enough cleansing. But I don't know if any Mandalorian does at this point, frankly. People Daredevil or Elites. They've been leaked for like almost a year. Sitting at like 90% anyways. Defense Kron. Defense Kron. Defense Kron. Defense. No bulk. Defense Kron. Defense Kron. 30% protection. Now let's see. The average modding for the average team. Speed of protection, 1% on health. Crit damage of protection, 1% on 3% on health. Which granted, protection is not necessarily bad. But how many people do you think are rocket percentile secondaries on that? Imagine it pulls a tank. They've clearly said that, like, yeah, we agree that we need more tanks and supports, but it's going to take like a year for that shit to come around. There is no ambiguity. Look, man, if you tell me that everyone is unironically opening with BAM DI and slow playing it, and that's just a skill issue on my part, like maybe. But I feel pretty strongly that that's probably not what's happening. I feel like people are just slamming it, and the Lord Vader is not high enough quality. Like, you really mean to tell me that people are doing BKM basic turn 1, and they have like a 6-speed delta on IG-12 over BAM and BAM over BKM? I don't believe you. You're not even DI in slow playing? And that's exactly why I'm saying that I don't care that people are having success with it, because I ran into situations where that is specifically fucked. You're doing Bam Sam's turn 1 and after he gets his unique procs? Yeah. Motherfucker. I hard lost matches because what did they do? They hard focused IG-12, kicked Bam into unique. Bam was low enough, despite having 3 defense set, 4 protection prior modding, that my Bam self-triggered his proc. And it was just game set match. Whether that's down to AI targeting or what, I don't know. But it was dog shit. I was not in control. The only other thing I can control is my team and my mods. And I don't want to handshake a matchup where that's just gonna happen. Maybe that was just like a less than 10% occurrence, and I got unlucky and overreacted. But that, like, to me, that's the same grade of counter as Seer Malicos against LV. Where it's like, boy, I sure hope they just don't repeatedly aim at LV. Or, not LV. I sure hope they don't repeatedly aim at Malicos. And then the AI inevitably does it, you're just like, well, you win some, you lose some. No, I just don't want to play that way. Oh, what were we doing? We were Lord Vader potency. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure it's resistance for it. I don't think they ran potency. I don't think they're given potency. Like, unironically, how do you lose this? I guess, like, you would just worry about clone offense ramp if you're, like, somehow not killing them fast enough, but then, like, how do you not kill them fast enough? If you don't have to worry about healing ability, then you can draft whoever the fuck you want in the 3rd slot. You just wash it back. Why not swarm with BKM there? Where? You're gonna have to look it to me, because I remember the fight going very differently. I stanced, and then my next turn was Bam goes. Are you mistaking the BKM assist for a BKM basic turn? Just like the VOD, you don't have to clip it. I think you're mistaking the Rolocrot assist. Yeah, that was a BKM assist. That wasn't a turn. It was Bam post up into Bam take a turn. I mean, Vertigo put it out. I guess, like, my speed delta went from 6 to 4, and I guess that made Bam go first for speed down being on IG-12, which I will also point out. I'm pretty sure people aren't speed gapping their IG Bams. Certain players, sure. the whole entire play base that's running this counter, I would be very happy to find out that they are. I'm pretty sure they are not. So this is, again, just like the AI played perfectly to fuck up with the DI triggering. That, like, best case scenario, you would say, well, you just need to be aware that can happen, and, like, Real Chronos says triggered BAM because it didn't trigger yet. No, it's because BAM went right before IG-12. CX-12 did basic for speed down, right? But CX-12 does, they just like double up? I don't know. I never triggered IG-12. Alright, here. Allow me to demonstrate. So normally my speed order is IG-12 fastest, and then a speed gap, and then BAM, and then a speed gap, and then what's her dick? So where did speed down come from? Oh, Oppo calling CX. Yeah, Oppo call CX. Speed down is here. But there's no fucking way there's a 4-speed delta at this turn meter. What do you mean? We're at like a 98% turn meter. Maybe not 98, but like pretty fucking high. So how would a 4-speed gap get crossed? Right on them triggering the BAM uniquens dancing off that. Okay, but what if they just stun BAM? And then focus IG-12. Like, you see what I'm saying, right? Like, I've had people tell me that, like, oh, it's because you had the protection modding that I lost, but, like, I lost with Hell too. There's no, like... Yeah, I don't know. BK mass cleanses, so IG's never locked for it. But IG goes first. Like, I don't know how the fuck you're modding for health and just raw dogging that shit. So long as his turn isn't causing the trigger. So you mean to tell me that with health mods and dramatic entrance, wailing on IG-12, how many times? How much percent health are we taking here? Alright, 1 hit. Minus 50k. 2 hit. 3 hit. If I wasn't modded for protection, we would already be BAM triggered right now. And they would be threatening almost killing him entirely. Okay, we get lucky. They aim for BKM. If we were modded for health, this motherfucker would almost be dead from those 2 hits. And you're telling me, oh yeah, it's okay, just BKM mass, and then he'll take a turn and he'll have 20% health. Yeah, protection. Okay. I'm pretty sure the average player who's posting into that win rate does not, though. I would strongly bet that the average player is just like, well, he's got health synergy, so I might as well. Speed, health, crit avoid. Actually, cool to see crit avoid, but I mean, higher than protection, maybe not, but it's a good chat. Yep, health for protection, health, potency, protection. I say my defense is too high, but if I don't have that defense, my IG-12 is just going to get fucked. The average player takes enough damage to trigger BAM stance without a risk of it triggering right back. How is this man not risking death if I had a health primaries? I have like a 0% health modding, and this man is taking 50% true damage. If my health ratio was fucked, we took what, 5 or 6 hits? IG-12 didn't drop shot threshold. He did. Look at what happens. BAM stance, IG-12 goes next. IG-12 goes, takes dot damage. BAM goes again. But the clones need to do it. Okay, but what if they focus BAM? What if they stun BAM and focus IG? Ironically, at the start of the season, I had like mixed tenacity on IG-12, but I think I'm starting to remember why now. It must have been an old read for BKM against LV. I don't know, dude. You're telling me the issue was just I need to have less defense. I need to be more killable in this spot. If you were telling me like, oh yeah, everyone just goes DI first, and then like tries to go for a soft reset, I'm like, okay, maybe. This team is already having issues dying, and you're ready to tell me, oh yeah, just lean into it. It's like, Lord help me. That's why I would rather look at Ojibo. We get what, 60% protection? Oh yeah, we need to check. What the fuck am I looking at? He gains potency, but I don't think we care about that. It's just about the heal immunity. How does this go wrong then? If they can't heal immune to us, and every time that we push a button, we get a fuck ton of protection back, how do we lose? I guess the worst thing, nah, we do have to worry about cleansing because like LV AoEs are still a problem. One 140% base tenacity is not nothing. Okay, possible hurdles. I'm pretty sure Oppo stun can't be prevented, or at least it can't be resisted. So like Bam plus OG Bow, they could just stun Bam and that would suck ass. Oppo stun is unresistable. I'm pretty sure. Is it only the raid? It might just be that way for the raid. I mean, that helps ish. Wait, 25% potency. Shouldn't this motherfucker just like never be stunning then? Yeah, kinda. Well, he doesn't seem to be bothered. But Age of 12 had higher base than I see on that. I guess not. Maybe it's just IG-11. All right. I will be right back. Hang on. Alright, alright. We'll set it back. You might as well just sit with this and hash this shit out. So ideally, we wouldn't want OG Bow to get stunned. Isn't LV AoE like a 2-turn daze? One-turn ability block, 2-turn daze. I mean, we could just try to line up BKM mass for AoE turns. BAM can't be ability blocks, but BKM can, I think, right? Alright, we established that Oppo stun doesn't work. Or at least is preventable. Bo can't be dazed, but can be stunned, right? Or no, she can't be stunned. What is she? Yeah, she could be stunned, right? So she would also have to cover for tenacity slightly. But she would have a higher mod budget than anyone else, really. Chirp a third, but we need Rollo. It'd be a hell of a lot easier if we just had 4 unit slots. Which I guess is basically translation for they got us 3v3 instead of 4v4. I don't know. I might just do one, or frankly, I might even just come next week with multiple characters built to go. I guess LV Days isn't technically that scary, or at least it means that we extract decent Rolocron value even during those windows. What was I holding JML for? Well, normally it's supposed to be Amidala on defense and JML against Ray, but it just keeps on turning into Amidala versus Ray and JML cleanup for BKM. My defense is not at my full potential because we don't have Amidala on defense. Well, full potential is a very fucking strong word, but I'm trying to find the balance, right? Can JML kill us okay in threes? I have no idea, but I would strongly doubt it. I imagine if the answer is yes, more people would be doing it. %2 of people have succeeded. Do you feel lucky? All right. I might chill and play some Supervive. My Supervive main got nerfed, which is not shocking at all. But they lowered her damage and her passive stacking by 25%, and that's a hell of a fucking number. And it's very feelable. I'm kind of soul searching right now. Feelable, sorry. Tangible. I don't know. This character is cool. It was very close to how I played at Battle Art, so I'm seeing if I can make things click, but I also need to limit test a bit. She's like kind of a combination healer plus damage dealer. The damage output is not very high. It's just like sustained area control. Why does it keep letting go? I was not expecting that to just disappear. How long is that fucking anti-heal? Come with me, my childs. Just fucking immovable objects. So if I just started aggressively grappling on him, I think I could have killed him. Like, really, this character is just a question of, like, okay, if I get that item, how much can I limit tests? It's very much a leap of faith right now. Also, like, as long as they don't suck, I'm pretty sure our level 1 is, like, stupidly strong. 13 kill, 11 kill, 9. Where the fuck? People are actually here? But late? What the fuck? Being a myth player do have to use it does make me want to play myth. But I'm still suspicious of that character. You know what? Fuck it. If Shiv is limping, honestly, maybe. I would not mind a pivot back to myth. Problem is, I don't even think Shiv is bad. Like, I'm actually pretty sure she's still playable. You would just have to play her perfectly, and it's entering, like, I have to try 4 times harder than everyone else to get the same results. Which, like, it's still fun to perform well on that character, but good god. Oh, is he untargetable during that? I hit him. That would have been a kill shot. Shit. Brother, I have no fucking clue how you would build myth with these new items. The damage items tend to be not very damaging because they're trying to maintain balance. Let's try this shit. I'm actually curious. She was my first main. He's trying to say like this is a bad way to drop, motherfucker. Okay. They chickened out though. Interesting. All right, everyone just got the fuck out of dodge in different directions. I guess. I don't know what we're doing. I looked at my cat for half a second and my team was gone and I got initiated on. Better make up your mind. Come here. All right, Boot. You gotta sit on lap. I know. Wait a sec. Okay, that's it. So why is that critting? What the fuck? I have no idea what killed me. Alright. How does she actually work now? It's probably telling that all the people that I ended up playing eventually got nerfed. But how does she exist now? Does destruction damage if fired at the perfect moment? Reduces the self-slow inflicted when firing. So this is still probably correct, I think. Like, this is higher DPS. Wait, it's that short? What the fuck? Wait, it cancels your glider? Buzz. Alright. The boy's going crazy. I'll probably just have to call here. I need a cat cap at some point, man. This is... right around this time slot, he gets a combination of bored and lovey-dovey and everything under the sun. Alright, bud. Enough. He's attacking the camera right now. Alright, y'all take care. We'll try to figure this out for next week. Try to have it... Well, we would have won anyway. But... try to stop dropping battles against LV. Figure some shit out. Anyway, later.